discuss ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Okay, order of growth discuss ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Order of growth എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണ്? What is meant by the order of growth? That means how a function grows depending on the value of n. In the previous class we discussed about that, and we familiarized with the various order of growth of each function familiarized. So this is the order of growth of each function, and of which we discussed 2 raised to case and n factorial case. Okay, 2 raised to exponential growth rate and n factorial growth rate, polynomial growth rate. Logarithm we already discussed. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about today we are going to discuss about applications of asymptotic notation. Okay, so which are the different applications of asymptotic notations? These are the application. Big O notation. So the big O notation represent the upper bound of the running time. So big O notation represent the upper bound of the running time of an algorithm. Thus it gives the worst case complexity of an algorithm. So worst case complexity of an algorithm is usually represented using big O notation because it gives the upper bound of the running time of an algorithm. Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about this what is notation. We already discussed. Okay, we already discussed big O notation and various its growth, that graphical format also we discussed. So basically it provides the upper bound. Okay, so it provides the upper bound of the runtime. So it is suitable for worst case complexity representation. Just note this point. And okay, so if you are considering linear searches, so we know the complexity worst case is big O of n. Okay, so that is expressed using big O notation. Okay, next, what is the use of big omega notation? Big omega notation represents the lower bound of the running time. Okay, it represents the lower bound of the running time of an algorithm. So the best case complexity of an algorithm is represented by using big omega notation. Okay, so the big omega notation is usually used to represent the best case complexity. Okay, for example, if you consider bubble sort, then the best case complexity is n. So big O of n. Okay, so next, theta notation. What is the use of theta notation? Theta notation gives both upper bound and lower bound. It is used for representing the average time of an algorithm. The average time of an algorithm. So average time complexity is expressed using the theta notation. And for example, if you conduct quicksort, so n log n is the complexity, and it is represented using theta notation. Okay, that is the use of asymptotic notation. Okay, application of asymptotic notation. Okay, in the previous class we discussed the order of growth, etc. Next, we are moving to another section. That is, in the second module, the first portion is completed. In the first portion, which are the topics we discussed? In the first portion, which are the topics we discussed? First topic is Master's theorem. Second topic is asymptotic notation and application, up to the applications. Okay, so okay, so next we are going to discuss about tree section. Okay, second module, second portion. Okay, that is in this section we will discuss about different types of trees. Okay, so one is, first we will start from the avial tree. Okay, first we start from the avial tree. Just try to find out what is the full form of AVL. Okay, just search Google it and try to find out the full form of AVL. Okay, anyway, first we will discuss about the avial tree. Okay, then we discussed about the red black tree. Then next we will discuss about B tree, B plus tree, etc. So these are the topics next we want to discuss. Okay, so we are starting from the AVL tree. Okay, we are starting from the AVL tree. Okay, in the data structures you already studied, so we can go to this. What is an AVL tree? It is a self-balancing binary search tree. Okay, so what is binary search tree? It's a binary search tree. So the root lies in your data structure subject, and there you studied the concept of research tree. Okay, so here what is an AVL search tree means? AVL search tree is a self-balancing binary search tree. So it is a binary search tree, but it have an additional property which is self-balancing. Okay, so what is self-balancing? We will discuss that next. In the future, next we will discuss. Anyway, if you have any net connection or issues, then please WhatsApp me, then only you can note that. Okay, so I hope everyone can hear. Anaka, is it okay now? Okay. Now we are going to. So this is the definition, a simple definition of AVL trees. It is a self-balancing binary search tree. Okay. Yeah. So just we want to revise what is a binary search tree. So then only we can study AVL search tree. Okay. So we need to study two concepts. One is binary search tree and another is self-balancing property. So what is a binary search tree? So what is a binary search tree? So a binary search tree is basically binary tree. Okay. And having a property. That property is called binary search tree property. Okay. Binary search tree property. So what is binary search tree property? That we should study at first. So this is a symbol. The left subtree of a node. For example, if you consider a node in the binary search tree, the left subtree of node, the left subtree, okay, the left subtree of node, let it call X. Suppose X is the node you are considering, then the left subtree of node contains only nodes with a key lesser than the node X. Okay, so now the left subtree, all the nodes in the left subtree of X should be lesser than the node X. And what will be the right subtree? The right subtree of a node contains key greater than the node X. So this is the binary search tree property, and a binary that satisfies this property is called a binary search tree. Okay, so creation, insertion, deletion, etc. Insertion, deletion algorithms, searching algorithms already we discussed we studied in data structure. So I'm not discussing that concept. Okay, so it is simple case. Anyway, we will discuss that because AVL tree is similar to binary search tree. Okay, so while discussing AVL search tree, we can discuss that, no problem. Anyway, so this is a binary search tree. Okay, why it's a binary search tree? I'm giving an example. Why it is called a binary search tree? So, for example, if you consider 40, then its left child is 20, which is less than 40, and similar child is 50, it is greater than 40. Okay. Also, if you consider this subtree, right subtree, all the elements, all the nodes are greater than 40. Okay. If you consider 45, it is greater than 60, it is greater than. Similarly, if you consider left subtree, all the nodes are less than 40. Okay. This 40 satisfies binary search tree property. We need to check other nodes. This all satisfies the binary search tree property. Okay, that is why called this is a binary search tree. Okay, how to create a binary search tree? I'm not discussing it now. Okay, we can discuss, no problem, in the later sections. Okay, okay, just try to understand the concept. Okay. So, so this is a binary search tree. Now you can note the height. Okay. So what is the height of the binary search tree? So you can count in this 1, 2, 3. This is the height of the binary search tree. Okay. Here this is the height of the binary search tree. Okay. So the height is 3, and here the number of nodes is 7. Okay. Number of nodes is 7. The height is 3. So this binary search tree is basically a balanced representation like this. Okay. Okay. Next we are going to discuss. Next we are saying a point. Search in a BST depends on the height of the tree. Okay. So what they are saying is that the search, we want to search a key. Okay, that is our task. Okay, so searching in a BST depend on the height of the tree. Okay, so the search complexity is depend on what? The height of the binary search tree. Okay, so okay, so please note this point. If you want to search a binary tree, then that complexity of searching is depending on the height of the binary search tree. You can note this. This is the height, and in this case, okay, just note this point, and you can express in this way. In this case, suppose order 30, 40. Suppose these are the keys I inserted in this order 30, 40, 10, 50, 25, 35. Then this will be the tree. Okay. So this will be the tree, and this will be the tree created. How can create this type of tree? Anyway, please just note this is the tree, and the height of the tree is h is equal to log base 2n. Okay, in this it is equal to log base 2n. Okay, but suppose I am inserting the same keys in this order, then what will be the tree shape? You just note this. So, if I inserted the same keys in this order, okay, then first I insert 50. Okay, then take 40. 40 is less than 50, so I add it as left child. Okay, then 35. 35 is less than 40, so I add it as left child of this. Then 30. Then I will take 30 is less than 35, so I add left. Okay, 20. 20 is less. So, and it will goes in this way. Okay, so this is actually, it is a sorted data. Okay, you can check it. It is a sorted data in descending order. So if you insert insert this into a B. The shape of the BST is in this way. Okay. So this type of BST is called the skewed BST. Okay. This is grows in the right side, left side. So it is a left skewed BST. And if it goes in this way, in this direction, then it is called the right skewed BST. Okay. So if you note the height, what will be the height here? H is equal to N. Okay. So what will be the complexity?
Sare, palli ponam sare. Time ai. Poikotte.
Ningal poiko. You can go.
Attendance.
Okay. Okay, just to give the attendance and you can go. No problem. Okay. Next, you can note this height. Okay, so this height is in logarithmic term. So search will take only logarithmic time here. Okay. So, but in the skewed BST, it will take. It is H is equal to N. Means it is linear time. So, what is the problem comparing to these two? Which will take more time? Which will take more time? Skewed BST. Skewed BST will take more time. For example, if there are 200 elements, then it will take 200 steps to execute. Okay, try to understand that concept. Okay, so that is the problem of BST. Okay, if you that is the disadvantage of BST. What is the disadvantages? What is the disadvantage? If it is already in sorted order, then what will happen? If it is already in sorted order, then the searching becomes complicated. Okay, how can solve this? This is our task. So this problem is solved. This is the problem of BST, and this problem is solved using what? Using AVL tree. So that is the use of AVL tree. AVL tree is a height balanced or self-balancing binary search tree. Okay, so it has an additional property that self-balancing property is there. So what is self-balancing property that we want to discuss next? AVL tree is a height balanced or self-balancing binary search tree. Okay, it is a height balanced search tree, or we can say self-balancing binary search tree. So what is self-balancing concept? Now we are going to discuss that. In an AVL tree, the height of two subtrees. So this is the condition for an AVL tree. Okay. So in an AVL tree, the height of the two child subtrees of any node differ by at most one only. Okay. If at any time they differ by more than one, then tree balancing should be done to restore the property. So this is the property. Like BST already satisfied. Already BST property should be satisfied. Additionally, self-balancing property should be satisfied. Means, what is the concept is, in an AVL tree, heights of the two child subtree of a node. If you consider a node, it will have left and right subtree, and the height of the two childs of any node differ at most one only. At most one only. This is a tree. If at any time they differ by more than one, then rebalancing should be done to restore this property. Okay. So what it's meaning that if you consider a node, okay. So I'm telling another term, balance factor of a node. Okay. Additionally, I am adding a term, balance factor of n. So suppose you consider a node in AVL tree, then the balance factor of node n is equal to height of right subtree minus left subtree of n. Okay. If you consider a node, then how can find the balancing factor of that node? The balancing factor of node n is equal to height of right subtree minus height of left subtree. Okay, then you will get these values. Okay, the balance factor of a node should belong to -1, 0, or +1. Okay, note this point. This is the method of calculating balancing factor of a node. Okay, this is the method of calculating balancing factor of a node. That is, you should minus height of right subtree minus height of left subtree. Then you will get the balancing factor, and the balancing factor of the node should take these values only, -0, +1. Okay, if the value is not this, then what we should do? We should perform rebalancing. Okay, that is the concept of AVL search tree. Okay, so in the AVL search tree, we should calculate the balancing factor of each node, and the balancing factor of each node should take the value -1, 0, +1. And if it is not -1, 0, +1, then we should rebalance to make it balanced. Okay, rebalancing should be done to restore the property. So this is the AVL tree property. Now we are going to the insertion method. Okay, so what is insertion method? So I will show a binary search tree. Okay, sorry, I will show a AVL tree. Okay, I'll do an AVL tree. So this is an AVL tree. Okay, just note this. This is an AVL tree. Okay, so there are nodes. You can check how you can check a node is AVL. Okay, how can check a tree is AVL? Okay, and this example. Is it an AVL tree? I want to just check it. Okay, I want to just check it. It's an AVL tree. Okay. This is my tree, and I want to check whether it is an AVL tree or not. Then what I will do? Okay, no need to force insert 14 area. I want to just check this whether it is an AVL tree or not. How can check it? Then what you want to do? First, you should check it is a BST or not. Is it a BST? So I will check 13 root node. 13, 10 is less than 30, 15. All the childs on the right side is greater than. All the childs on the left is less than. Next, you take 10. Okay, 10. Is it satisfies the BST property? Yes. So in this way, check. Do you find out that it is a BST? So it is a BST. It is a BST. So it may be an AVL. Okay, it is a BST. So it may be AVL. Okay. Now what I want to check whether it is an AVL or not. How can check it? Anyone can answer? How can check whether it is an AVL? What procedure I will do? Akhil Paul. How I can check a BST is AVL? Akhil? Anyone? Okay, anyway, we need to check each node. We need to calculate the balancing factor of each node. That is the procedure. Okay, so I can start from the root. Okay, 13. Okay, what is the balancing factor of this 13? How can find out? how can find out the balancing factor of 13? So, what is the height of the left subtree? Please note it. What is the height of the left subtree? It is 3. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. 3 is the height of the left subtree. Okay. 3 is the height of the left subtree. Okay. 3 is the height of the left subtree because you should check the left subtree. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 is the height of the left subtree. And then you should height of the right subtree. What is the height of the right subtree? It is 2. Okay. 3, it is 2. So then 3 minus 2 is actually 1. Okay. I wrongly written it as minus 1, but actually it is 1. Okay. I perform 3 minus 2. Height of left subtree minus height of right subtree. Okay. Okay. Then it will be 1. Okay. It will be 1. So, okay. It will be 1. The balancing factor of 13 is 1. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. No problem. Because balancing factor may be minus 1, 0, or 1. No issues. So it's okay. It's acceptable. Okay. Next, what I will do? Next, I will calculate the balancing factor of 10. Okay. What is the balancing factor of 10? It is height of left subtree minus height of right subtree. Okay. So left subtree is 2 and height of right subtree is 1. 2 minus 1, this also 1. Okay. 2 minus 1, this also 1 is also okay. In this way, I want to calculate the balancing factor of each node, and if the balancing factor of each node is minus 1, 0, or plus 1, or plus 1, then the tree is AVL tree. Okay. So this is an AVL tree, and next class we will discuss about this method, insertion method to the AVL tree. Okay. Anyway, please give your attendance in the chat box. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, you put it in the chat box. Starting from Akash. 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 Okay. Abhinand. Okay. Abhinand. Okay, please put it in the chat box. Okay.